Hey, it's your girl Chab coming at you with this eyebrow tutorial right here. I'm gonna be showing you how to do eyebrows like me, Chab. I'm Chab. So these eyebrows are quick and easy to do. It's good for special occasions. It's good for everyday natural looks. It's good for a bold, dramatic look. It's good for your puppy, your kitty, your grandbaby, your daddy. It's good for everybody. I'm using a couple different products here, and by no means do you have to use every single product that I use here, but hopefully some of the techniques that I use today, you can use it towards your own eyebrows. Maybe you don't like how my eyebrows look. Make your eyebrows your own, because that's what it is. I don't own your eyebrows. They're your eyebrows. I don't want that. I got my own. So if you want to know how to get this eyebrow look right here, or if you just want to learn a little bit from your girl Chab, then let's get started. So with any application of makeup, eyeshadow, whatever, you're gonna start off with a primer. I'm gonna be using the Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. And what I'm gonna do is put a little bit on my hand here, and not only am I gonna apply it to my eyelids, but I'm also gonna take it up my brows, so that way we have a nice primer to work with. Put it in the eyebrows too, so just do a little bit of that motion. That's how you let it stay on for a real long time. I'm just using my ring finger here to just tap it in. You don't want to tug on the eye too much because it's a very sensitive, delicate area. Primer on. Next, we're going to use our L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Ultra Fine Tip Shaping Pencil in the shade Brunette. And so what I'm going to do first is just kind of brush my eyebrows in one direction. I'm not going to move them up. I'm not going to move them down. I'm just gonna brush them to the side like that. This is the kind of general shape I have for my eyebrow. So I have two different pencils. So this will be the darker one first. And what I'll do is I'm gonna shape the tail of the brow. So just starting about where the arch meets right here, I'm just going to define that bottom part there, that, and then I'm gonna do the top part. Not all the way through, just right at the end. Now you got the shape. Now all I'm gonna do is just fill in the tail. We want the tail to be more defined than the rest of the brow. And it's okay if it doesn't look perfect or sharp as you want it to right now, because we are gonna go in with concealer just to clean it up. So looks a little funny right now. Bear with me, chill. I'm gonna go in with the other brow pencil, and this is Soft Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Brow Wiz. So I'm just going to define the front part. So same thing that we did over here, we're gonna do right up here. So I'm gonna define the bottom first. This pencil's softer and it's also lighter in color, so we don't wanna go too heavy with the top or the front part of our eyebrow. So it is giving us a little bit of color, but again, not too overpowering like the other side here. So I just made the shape and connected it to the other half of the brow. And then I'm just gonna fill in with little strokes because we are trying to replicate hairs. And this front part area I'm gonna leave alone, but I am gonna work a little bit through this area. So then taking the brush, I'm just going to blend it, and I'm brushing upwards because that's how I want the hairs to sit for the most part. So up and then out. So now we got the brow here. Now you could stop at this step if you like the shape of your brows, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some brow gel first. And today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer Mascara in Soft Brown. And I'm going to brush these through the entirety of my brows. So remember when you're brushing in your brows to go up. And what's good about this brow mascara here is that it is a volumizer, so it has little bitty tiny fibers in there that are going to help fill in your brows, especially if you have sparse brows that you just want a little bit fuller. So again, brush up and then out. Up and out. So already this brow is looking way more defined, way heavier, but like in a naturalistic way. Is that a word? So there you have the brow. Nice, clean, bold. So what I'm gonna do, a lot of times if I'm going for a more bolder look, or if I'm gonna wear makeup over this, I'm going to shape the brows and make them a little more sharp. So I'm going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. I'm going to take some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take, well, this right here is a BH Cosmetics brush here. This is like an angled concealer brush. I think it's pretty good. And I like using these brushes because you just get the right shape. So what I'm gonna do is pretty much follow right under the brow. I'm just trying to clean up any areas just to make it a little more sharp. We're not erasing the brow, we're just making it more defined. So there, I have the shape there, and I'm just gonna take it and bring it down a little bit towards the eyelid, because this will also help as a base to prime any eyeshadow. Like I said, this step is optional. So I'm just blend it down a little bit, and I'm gonna take my Morphe E23 brush and I'm just going to blend it out. And then with the rest of the concealer on my hand, I'm gonna bring it onto my eyelids too. You're looking a little crazy. Don't worry, chill out, calm down, take a seat. So we're gonna define the top of the brow as well, but I'm gonna be using my foundation that I'm gonna be wearing on my face. And today we're gonna be using the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick in the shade Golden. And I'm just gonna take the same brush, just get a little bit of product on my brush, and I'm gonna shape the top of the brow. Reason why we do this is we don't want a halo brow. We want it to be natural, but still really defined. So the concealer is lighter than my foundation, but if I use my foundation to clean up the top of the brow, it'll blend in with the rest of the makeup instead of accentuating the brightness around the brow. With this step, you can also kind of control the arch. So I wanted to soften it up a little bit, so that's what I did. There you go, and all you need to do is just blend it out. And I'm just using the same brush to blend out the foundation. And it's okay if you don't blend it out, because you're going to put on the rest of your foundation anyway. So now that you have the eyebrow pretty much done, what you're gonna do is take a powder that matches your skin tone a little bit, and pretty much you're gonna take a brush and set the eyelid so it doesn't crease. So I'm taking here the e.l.f. finishing powder in light medium, and I'm just gonna tap it in. All right, so now you have one eyebrow completely done, and now we're gonna do the other one. This is the final look right here. You got the Chab brow, the nice, fierce, natural, yet dramatic, everyday brow right here. It's good for special occasions. It's good for walking your dog. It's good for getting into a car accident. It's good for being in a fire. You're trying to get out and the sexy fireman's trying to save you and you're like, ooh, yes, get me them burly hands and carry me out the window. Ooh, it's hot in here. By no means do you have to use any of the products that I have listed in this video, but hopefully my tips and tricks will help you in your brow endeavor. As always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and follow me on these social medias down below. What you doing? You watching all my videos? Where's that subscriber? I have the link down below. I did everything for you. You doing nothing for me. Come on. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or what you would like to see next. As always, thank you for watching. Bye. Set the lid. Set the lid. You're gonna set the lid. You're gonna set the lid because it will move if you don't set the lid. I'm doing this tonight. We're probably gonna start a fight. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie.